You better watch out. You better not cry. You better watch out, cause you're not gonna survive. 3 points are going to Bayern. Ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So, after a terrible game, atrocious game, horrid game, we still won because we were up against Leverkusen. By the way, if you can hear some background noise, I know the UK is currently in lockdown, but my neighbours don't know what lockdown means, so they're currently having a party. So what I do want to say is this: Kimmich, how we missed him, how we absolutely missed him. Leverkusen, they did very well, very well. For the first 44 minutes, they absolutely, completely dominated us. They were absolutely, my goodness, how they just increased the music just as I started speaking. I can tell what music that is supposed to be. What music is that? No idea. Anyway, though, ladies and gentlemen, this video is probably going to be taken down by YouTube, damn it. But what I do want to say is this, right? Kimmich did very well. The team was okay. Tolisso honestly was very poor in this game, I have to say. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about that. He was very poor. I thought he was just bad. Honestly, just bad. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm happy with the 3 points. That's what matters. We've not really been good at all. I kind of expected us to concede. I expected us to concede first. It's the 7th time in a row where we've conceded first. I mean, at this point, it's not a secret. At this point, it's guaranteed that we concede, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that because we still always come back, and that's exactly what happened today. Kimmich, Lewandowski, Boateng, Musiala, I thought had very strong games. Müller, decent. Neuer, nothing you could do about the goal, so not much on that. But like Boateng looked very strong. The Lucas Hernandez and Davis pairing was pretty swell as well. And then, my goodness, all right, Sula at right back is actually looking pretty good, I have to say. I don't think we necessarily lost defensively, like we were poor defensively or we were bad offensively. I thought our midfield was lacking. Tolisso, in my opinion, was atrocious in the first half. Alaba was also pretty poor in the first half, but once Kimmich came on, I felt like there was a lot more stability in the play. There was a lot more solidness, like security. Because when Kimmich goes on the ball, Kimmich, the thing that he likes to do is like he gets the ball, waits a little bit, and then he plays it forward. And I feel like that really helps the other midfielders find space. It's like that second of waiting instead of like, okay, I have the ball, I need to pass it on immediately. Like he has that like little second, that confidence, like okay, you want to press me, I'll get past that press, and that allows your other players to find space in midfield, and that's what really helped Alaba. One thing that we have to mention, of course, is Leroy Sané. Coleman unfortunately went down injured. We don't know what it is, so I can't really say much on that. But he went down injured. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Maybe it's like a week off, I hope. Hardening, something like that. I don't know. And then he'll be back, once we resume. But it's very unfortunate that our best player of the season is out with injuries. But a second or third best player, depending on how you look at it, Lewandowski stepped up to the plate today, and you know what? He scored 2 goals, so I can't complain at all. And now the music is off. It's like, bro, what? Anyway, at least play something that I recognize, Jesus. But yeah, so just from that perspective, you really have to say that we miss Kimmich. We miss Kimmich. We miss that confidence, that assuredness in midfield, which we have another player on the bench that kind of could do that role, but he's not playing, so I can't really say much about that. Flick decides not to play him that much. Okay, cool. Which I also understand in a man. Like, it's the thing with Sané and the other newcomers, say Costa, say Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, say Mark Rocha. The thing that is for me is that we didn't have a summer camp. We didn't have a training camp in the summer like we usually do. So these players that joined our team, they really didn't get to train with the team properly. So I can understand, and we don't have the winter training camp either. So I feel a little bit sorry for them. Obviously they've been judged harshly. I do feel like Mark Rocha has probably been the best performing out of all of them. Sané has been probably the biggest disappointment, but I also feel like with all of these players, I think they'll come good. So I'm not that worried about like, oh, first of the season, he's not really performing that well. For me, it's more so a case of, do I see the signs? I do, but I also see a lot of negatives. So once he can iron out those negatives, here we are. But yeah, I mean, overall, bad game, honestly. Like, another poor game, which is a little bit disappointing because you really want to see that free flowing, that exciting football, that football that also doesn't concede goals left, right, and center, and that's obviously not happening at the moment. But at the end of the day, it's a 3 points. We're top. I always knew that. Yeah, Leverkusen, they're not our challenger. They've never been a title rival because, quite frankly, they're Leverkusen, Neverkusen, Vizekusen. Call them what you want. They are the team that, even if they were, if they had to go if they only needed 3 points out of a possible 10 games and they were going up against the bottom 10 teams in the league, they'll find a way to bottle it, because that's kind of how they are. And so that's what I'm not worried about. That's why, like, them going first, I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm much more worried about Leipzig, and obviously they drew today, so I'm like, let's win, and then I think from there on we can really build a lead. So that's exactly what I hope we do. But ladies and gentlemen, happy holidays to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Take the time off, enjoy this crazy year. Let's it will finish soon, this crazy year, and then we can all move forward to a positive, hopefully positive 2021. Maybe it'll get worse, but let's be a little bit positive here, ladies and gentlemen. So 3 points.